10 reasons that braid and dreadlock extensions are healthy for your hair. My name is Berlin. I'm the owner of Wildcrafted Beauty, a braid and dreadlock extension company, and I'm here inside of our studio. One of the biggest questions people ask when they hear about braid and dreadlocks is, are they good for your hair? Are they going to damage my own real hair? Well, I'm going to talk to you about that today and tell you about these dreads. So often, if you search the internet, you'll find many different opinions when it comes to braid and dreadlock extensions. Some people will say they're bad for hair, some people say they're great for hair, some people are in the middle, some people say they're only for certain hair types. The great thing about our double-ended braid and dreadlock extensions is that they're actually made to go into any hair type. The biggest thing you want to pay attention to is the way you install them. The way you install them is going to be different for different hair types. If you have very thin hair, you don't have a ton of it, you're going to need to use larger boxes to do it. If you have really thick, dense, strong hair, you can put way more dreads in and use smaller boxes to install them. But either way, they're for all hair types. So what are the 10 reasons these are healthy for your hair? Number one is that they are super low maintenance. So many of us as women spend so much time on our hair. It's hundreds and hundreds of hours in our lifetime that we spend on it, and it's too much. It's way too much. For me, I have naturally curly hair, so it takes me a long time to do my hair each day when I'm wearing my natural hair. With these, they're such low maintenance. They also do not require a lot of hair products and heat tools. So many of us women use a lot of those things which are damaging to our body, our hormones, all these chemicals coming in, and then it's just a lot on our scalp, our skin, our hair itself. And so because these are such low maintenance, they're super simple. You just separate them daily, one by one, put a little bit of our crown nectar on them, easy peasy, ready to go. The low maintenance aspect of them makes them really great for hair because they're not messing with it a lot by putting a lot of extra chemicals on them. Number two is protection from environmental damage. We actually have a lot of women who wear things like hard hats to work. We have a lot of women who ride motorcycles who wear our dreadlocks. We have a lot of women who just work busy jobs, right? They're getting up early, they're showering late at night, they're blow drying their hair real quick because they all have things to do in their day, they can't let it air dry, and so those things are all damaging to your hair. When your hair is braided in, because that's how these go in, they're literally just braided onto your hair, it actually protects your own natural hair. It protects it from breakage, from heat, from chemicals like I mentioned before, but it is so magical for your hair. So many women find their hair gets thicker, it gets stronger, it gets longer, and a lot of their hairdressers say it actually grows faster when it's braided inside the dreads. Number three is that it reduces the need for heat and styling tools. I've already mentioned this, but hey, you can actually let these guys air dry. You can blow dry them if you want to. Sometimes I'll do that depending on what's happening to the weather, what my day is like. But also, a lot of us use straighteners, curling irons, all those things. These guys, you can wash them, right? These dreads I have worn many times. You can wash them, wear them over and over again. They keep this wave. No styling tools needed at all. Number four is that you're preventing hair breakage. Different things that can break your hair is things like I mentioned before, like wearing different hats. If you have to wear a hard hat, a motorcycle helmet for whether your job or just your activity that you like to enjoy. Using heat styling tools on there can break your hair. Going ahead and dyeing your hair, highlighting your hair, all of those things, they are chemicals on your hair, and over time it does break it down. So when you're not doing those things, you're actually protecting your hair. You're just braiding it in. You can change your hair color all you want. You can put in something natural like I have. This matches my natural hair color, so it looks like almost real hair. Or you can do fun colors. We have all kinds of different colors, a huge array of them, but this is massive for protecting them from breakage. Number five is encouraging hair growth. When your hair is inside of these, you can let it be free, you can let it breathe. You can also spend more time adding things to your hair and your scalp that actually helps with hair growth. When we're focusing on how the styling is, how your hair is absorbing different chemicals, different hair products, you're not always focusing on the hair growth aspect of it and the hair health aspect, because sometimes things that cause really great hair growth can actually weigh your hair down and cause it to not style the way you want to. So when you're wearing these, you have the opportunity to focus on that. So that's why lots of women like to wear it if they're growing out a pixie cut, or even if they're doing things like growing out their grays. Number six is moisture retention. There's a lot of women who struggle with scalp issues. They're constantly going from like being dry and flaky to being too oily and going back and forth. When you are wearing a protective hairstyle like this, you're just basically moisturizing your scalp. You're able to work on the health of it. You're able to make sure there's not extra chemicals going on it, like I mentioned before, but it actually helps make sure that you can build up that moisture, make sure your scalp is really healthy, which over time is going to help our hair to grow longer, to be thicker. Because as we age, we know so many women that their hair's gotten thinner. It's kind of just like a general thing that happens to pretty much everyone, and we obviously want to avoid that as much as possible. Of course, we're taking things like our collagen supplements, we're taking our multivitamins, all of those things, but we want to make sure we can do things on our scalp that help as well. Reason number 7 these are healthy for your hair is because you can actually change up the length and the weight of them. Some women will put in hair extensions and realize this is way too heavy for me. Not just for like my body, maybe pulling on my neck, but also like for your hair. Maybe your hair can't handle a lot of weight. I obviously have our long dreadlocks in right now, but we have shorties too. These shorties, once they are installed, they hit to about bust length, which is long for most women, so it's fun. You still get to have longer hair, but it's not as much added weight to your hair, to your scalp, and to your body. So you have the shorties if you want to go with those too. Reason number 8 these are healthy for your hair is actually, I'm going to twist this a little bit and say it's actually really great for your skin. So many women use tons of hair products, and when we use lots of hair products, we're then going to bed, and oftentimes our hair is touching our face, our skin, it's rubbing around on our pillow, and so those products are actually absorbing into our skin. That's going to cause more wrinkles, it's going to cause blemishes, breakouts, skin discolorations. So when you're wearing our Braid and Dreadlock extensions, all of the products that we recommend for our hair, which are all things that are made here inside of our manufacturing facility, are all natural things. A lot of the ingredients are the same things in our products for hair that are inside of our facial serums and our skincare products. So they're all things that are safe for your face, and so you don't have to worry about when your hair touches your face, which it does when you sleep, when you move around in life in general. You don't have to worry about it damaging your skin. Reason number 9 is that it's actually going to prevent split ends as long as you install your dreads correctly, which they're just braided onto your hair, and then you are going to literally just put a little rubber band around them. As long as you spread that rubber band really well and protect those ends, it's going to prevent those split ends. Every time I go to my hairdresser, I'm just like, can you check my ends and see how they are? Because I'm always expecting at some point they're going to be broken down. She's like, no, they're good. No split ends, no nothing. Whereas when I wore my hair natural all the time, I had split ends all the time. Reason number 10, and this is the best reason overall, is that it is going to be magical for your confidence. Inside of our Facebook group, the Wildcrafted Women Facebook group, we currently, at this moment of recording, have over 7,000 women in there. And the testimonies that we hear and see in there of women talking about how having a thicker hair, fuller hair, long hair, dreadlocks, something new that they've just done for themselves is absolutely a complete game changer for their life. And it sounds like really like cliche to say that, but there are so many women that say, I've never felt this beautiful in my life. I've never felt more like myself. I've never felt so alive. Or I've spent so many years taking care of kids, taking care of family, working my job, not focusing on myself, and it was time I did something really special for myself, and so I did it. And they're so grateful that they did, because it gives them so much more confidence. And not only that, it's very much so a hairstyle that does not take a lot of work, does not take a lot of maintenance. When you hear about people and see them on Instagram, they're like, I woke up like this. No, literally, you wake up and your hair looks like this. And so having that confidence is one of the biggest things for women. And so it is just absolutely so powerful. I love hearing the testimonies. You should hop over to the Facebook group if you're not there already and just check it out, browse around, see what other women have to say, so you're not hearing just from me, the owner of Wildcrafted Beauty, but you're hearing from the women inside the group that some of them have been customers already, some of them are not quite yet, some of them are poking around just like you inside of there. But the confidence that women gain from these is one of my favorite things to hear overall, is it literally is like life-changing for them. So that obviously is very, very healthy for their body. If you want to learn more about Braid and Dreadlock extensions and the natural ways that we care for them, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.